All right, let's get into some AEW Blood and Guts here. Of course, main event is Blood and Guts. Orange Cassidy versus Ethan Page. Orange finally got his new song that got leaked, sadly. But I'm gonna miss the Pixie song. I know a lot of people are not a fan of the Pixie song, but I liked it. I thought it. Honestly, I kind of wish they would transfer the song to Chris Statlander because every time she used to come out with it, I always thought it made more sense on her. But Orange got a new song. It sounds dope. Chucky T is back. He hasn't been on the show forever. There was rumors of him not re-signing. The ref ends up kicking out the best friends. I thought that was weird, but ends up keeping Dan Lambert out there. Orange is trying to show his strength by trying to body slam Ethan Page. It's not happening. Dive on the outside, and then a diving crossbody for a near fall by Orange. I feel like Orange is really, like he's always been really good, and I've always been a fan of Orange Cassidy. I don't know. I feel like he's got some like shine on him ever since that freaking Will Ospreay match because it was so fucking good. This kind of happened when he fought Pac, and that match was so fucking good. Because crossbody for a near fall, Ethan Page hits his big shoulder block for a near fall. Karate Man kick into a scoop slam. Freaking by Ethan Page, and a big brain buster by Page for a near fall. Gorilla press slam by Page for another near fall. Orange punch and then another orange punch and then a big body slam. He finally body slams him for the win. This is a fun little opening match here. God, my man right here, my boy Christian Cage comes out. So last week he was talking that shit, doing what Christian Cage does best, destroying people's lives. He comes out and he was gonna be forced to apologize about talking shit about freaking Jungle Boy's dad. You know how he said, "Fuck you, your dad's dead. Your mom's a piece of shit. You raised a piece of shit." All that great stuff Christian Cage does. Says he's not sorry. And the only thing he's not sorry about is that fucking Jungle Boy's family isn't dead. All of them. But basically says his mom can stay alive and basically wants his mom to give him a call. I'm like, yo, Christian Cage is back. That's my fucking guy. Then we introduce heel Luchasaurus here. Thank the Lord, what I've been waiting for ever since I saw Luchasaurus in AEW. As a big Lucha Underground fan, my boy was so dope when he was Vibra, and fucking he had the match with no thing. He felt like Kane. He was the closest thing to Kane since Abyss. So yeah, we got heel Luchasaurus versus Serpentigo. Headbutt, then a wheelbarrow German. Locks in his own version of the snare trap for a win. I thought that was a really cool thing. Christian wants him to attack him more. Choke slam on the floor. Ouch. I give you much props, Mr. Serpentigo. That had to hurt. But this was all good shit to me. The Acclaimed and the Gun Club ass boys versus Dan Hausen and FTR. Cash is aiming for Austin's ass. I'm like, come on, man, not the ass boys. FTR with a bunch of German suplexes to the ass boys. Austin with a botch on the quick draw. Him and Dax over there having very bad communications issues for a little bit. Bowens gets out the wheelchair, hits Austin with the crutch by mistake. Danhausen wins. So freaking the whole time, I guess he's been lying. Ass Boys and the Acclaimed argue, and Billy Gunn ends up taking the side of the Acclaimed. The Ass Daddy is going to have some explaining to do. We get Jade versus Layla Gray for the TBS title. Last call, pump kick, Jaded, done. Pretty much that's it. So Jade says she is tired of the fans and the women bitching about her. She wants a real fight. Athena and Chris Statlander comes out. They take out the baddies. The jobber ends up helping Jade get the advantage because Stokely was talking to the jobber after the match and basically making a name for herself. But this kind of pissed off Jade, and I don't know what's going to happen there. I wouldn't mind Layla Gray taking Red Velvet's place for now, because Layla Gray seems really attractive. And she seems pretty good. So, Then we get the hour-long blood and guts match. I did not think this match was going to take so long, but it was fun. It was definitely a fun match. I just didn't like the ending. Jericho Appreciation Society versus the Blackpool Combat Club here. Sammy Guevara starts it off with my boy and Claudio Castagnoli, Cesaro. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I knew Claudio before he was Cesaro, but I just really like the name Cesaro, so I'm probably going to call him just Cesaro. So they started off. Sammy is trying to outrun Cesaro, gets cut in Uppercut City. Sammy does this really dope thing where he hits 4 springboards because they got the 2 rings, because, it's War Games or Blood and Guts. So Sammy springboards to one rope, springboards to the middle rope, springboards to the other middle rope, springboards to the other rope. He hits 4 springboards in a row to escape Cesaro. I thought that was fucking clean as fuck. Ray Phoenix is like, whatever, I can do that. That was really cool. Going for Swiss Death, but Sammy counters into a cutter. That was really cool. Cesaro is swinging Sammy, but Danny Garcia is next with the do-rag. I fucking love Danny Garcia, man. Wheeler Yuta is next. Yuta with the Suplex City. Uppercut German combo by Cesaro and Yuta. Hager is in next, and I did this before anyone even said it. I stood up, put my hand in my chest, and I said, "We the people!" Fucking former tag teams going at it. I loved, absolutely adored the fucking was the Real Americans. I loved that tag team so much. I thought Swagger and Cesaro were so fucking cool. That We the People thing was so fucking over. I used to do it all the time. I used to get up. Bringing back good memories. So We the People, fucking, they go at it. Moxley's in next. Chair to the face of Hagar. Mox takes a fork and starts stabbing the fuck out of Garcia. Not my boy with the do-rag. Heart attack by Mox and Yuta. Gorilla Press cutter combo by Cesaro and Moxley. That was really cool. The whole entire Jericho Appreciation Society is eating the Daniel Bryanson elbows. Angelo Parker, cool hand Angelo Parker comes in trying to escape. Ortiz is up next, hits his 100 clotheslines. I kid you not, this dude felt like he had 100 clotheslines. Daddy Magic, Matt Nord, is in there next with a chair. Mox with a pile driver on glass to Parker. Santana is in next, brings in a table and a barbed wire baseball bat, and then Santana killed himself. This man hit 2 moves and now he's injured. He basically went to go hit like a weird Irish curse backbreaker, and basically his knee tumbled and he laid on the floor the whole entire match and did nothing. Bummer right there. There's a lot of bad shit going on with Santana and Ortiz. There's rumor that they hate each other now. It's like they never tag anymore. They don't even... it's such a shame. Spanish people, man. Me being Spanish, I could tell you. Spanish people, it's like... it's how do you say? I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Like, a lot of black people and Spanish people talk about this. And I'm Dominican, so I can attest to this. But no one will hate on you more than your own people. I swear. It's so true. So I'm not even surprised if these two just hate each other now for no fucking reason. Who knows? It's a shame. It's a shame because Pride and Powerful was definitely one of my favorite tag teams out in a while. Freaking Nord. Mox shoves a bunch of wooden spikes on the head of Daddy Magic. Jericho's in last. Brings the bat with him. Sammy with a Cody Cutter. Shout out to the boy. Swiss Death to Garcia. Codebreaker to Cesaro. Eddie Kingston is in last, and the match finally officially starts where you can pin people. Starts beating the shit out of Jericho with a kendo stick. Hager with a powerbomb through the table. Hager gets powerbombed through the table the long way, too. The way some people eat corn. Moxley gets the thumbtacks. Cesaro exposes the ring wood. X-Plex to Daddy Magic on the tacks. That was a really cool, disturbing image. So, freaking cool hand Angelo Parker out there is hanging upside down, gushing blood out of every orifice on his body, and the camera just like kind of passes him by. I'm like, what kind of Resident Evil shit is this? That was definition of blood and guts right there. Like, legit, he's just hanging. He looks lifeless. He looks dead. He's just bleeding to death. I thought that was really cool. Jericho locks in the walls of Jericho while Moxley has his face down on the tacks. So it's like he can't even tack because he's just hitting tacks. Eddie throws tacks at Jericho's face. Fire extinguisher to Eddie Kingston, which he almost was late for, but he had to run to it. Tay Canty comes out and gets the keys and opens the cage. Ruby Soho comes out and attacks Tay Conti. So I guess Ruby Soho might be the girl of the Blackpool Combat Club. Jericho climbs up the cage. Eddie follows him. They fight it out there. Spinning back fist by Eddie. Sammy gets up there. Low blow to Sammy. Eddie throws Sammy off the top of the cage through a bunch of tables. Sammy's just here to die, man. Jericho locks in the walls. Jericho on the top of the cage. Cesaro climbs the cage, makes a save. Daddy Magic climbs up there. Cesaro swing on Jericho on the top of the page. Cesaro is just not scared of anything. Cesaro ends up tapping out Daddy Magic to the sharpshooter for the win. But Eddie Kingston ends up getting a little pissed off because he had Jericho locked in the stretch plum. And they were basically trying to make the opposing team tap out at the same time. But sadly, Daddy Magic tapped out first than Jericho. And you see this Eddie Kingston with this pissed off face. But they ended up celebrating after the fact. There was a funny part where Moxley was trying to climb up. And you could definitely fucking tell this dude is scared of heights. You can tell because he was just like taking his time. Cesaro was trying to help him. And he's just like, no, I got this. So that was kind of funny. Overall, enjoyable show. Good to see Orange back. Christian Cage is my fucking guy. Heel Luchasaurus is great. The Acclaimed and the Ass Boy stuff is fun. Jade is just Jade. She's great. You know, cut the shit, Tony. And Blood and Guts was really fun. I don't know where to rank it. I still think the Blood and Guts with the pineapple and the Inner Circle is the best one, I think. But this one was also really fun. I just didn't really like the finish. I wish it was a more decisive, like I don't know. I just feel like, they beat Daddy Magic. I wish they would have beat Jericho, you know what I mean? But I guess that goes into more storytelling stuff. But